how can I make high quality videos like you guys, like masterclass teaching videos? Those are longer and frankly very laborious because a video about how to make high quality videos has to be perfect. So we
Yeah,
probably watch
true.
it over like 80 times and we've done two now and they're over an hour and a half long. So and it's just, it's two guys and then editorial review from our other team. So those
Yeah.
videos are tough. And
And
then like what's new tech that you guys are integrating in your lives or quite like and like testing some more experimental stuff. Those sort of became the three core value propositions. I think the thing that was really difficult is that we scrapped over half the videos we worked on for the first year.
oh
Like
wow,
we
because
would
they would
spend
not
weeks
fit in
working
those
on.
format buckets.
We just didn't feel like they were very good.
Oh
We felt
wow.
like they
Okay.
were low value. We didn't quite know what we wanted to say. We would have an idea and then we'd realize the idea could be articulated in 2 minutes by one person. And we were like, okay, well,
Short.
make an Instagram story or like a short or something like it. Like this doesn't necessarily have to be like a full video. And so, but we had to like follow that creative process to find it. So at the beginning of this year, we set up a writer's room where I curate through a bunch of data internally, externally, 1 of 10, try to find like interesting like data points on what people are resonating with. And then I pitch like, here's how we can make this an ensemble video. Here's how we could fit it within our value propositions and put our spin on it. And then I talk with our lead producer, our lead editor, our studio dad, Andrew, and my co-producer, Rich, and we figure out how can we execute this in a way that is authentic to who we are and to our brand. So that writer's room was really the turning point for us. We now have like 5 months worth of videos pre-planned.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
I pitch, and if something gets greenlit, we do one video a month. It has to be between 20 minutes and an hour, and so we'll spend a lot of time in development and getting things together, and frankly, curating products, and then we work our way out from there.
And that's why we built 1of10.com, a tool that helps creators like you do the same but 100 times easier. The tool helps you find viral video ideas already working in your niche. It then analyzes the millions of outliers in the database to help you generate your titles and thumbnails that match your channel. For example, it can create thumbnails in the style of Beluga or even create variations of thumbnails from just a title. And this works in any niche. No more wasting hours brainstorming concepts and designing on Canva. And one creator even used 1of10 to combine a viral idea with a high-performing thumbnail concept. The result? Her most viewed video ever with over 2 million views. And the best part? With code POD20 you'll get 20% off for life. So if you want to grow your channel faster, join thousands of YouTubers and head over to 1of10.com. Now back to the pod. I want to hear more about the writer's room. Like how did you do your research exactly? How did you validate the right formats before trying them out? Because there's a ton in the tech niche. So how exactly were you doing the research? And what was the data? Yeah.
Yeah, so like in terms of the value propositions and curating through data, it's all just like what would people actually want to click on, right? Like what are the key value propositions that people care about? A good example is like e-ink. People are really interested in e-ink and e-ink devices and this kind of thing. And I was like, okay, well we should switch all of our phones to e-ink and just use e-ink phones for a week. And then from there, we're like, okay, what's the actual format? How do we house it? And we go, okay, let's test two different phones. We'll have two different people try it. We'll have them vlog. We'll do daily interviews with them. And then we gather that coverage. I throw it in a post and I go, these two pieces of coverage aren't enough to tell the full story. We also need A-roll of people talking to camera. I go and I draft up the A-roll, quickly write it out, and then we pull in the talent. And I'm like, do you think that this A-roll authentically represents like how you felt about everything? We do like a little writing session individually, and then we shoot A-roll to like kind of put together the story. That's just like one example of many. That was like our we switched to e-ink phones video. But to me, like the key is like I don't like to script our videos because I don't want to put words into the other talent's mouth, and but I still want to keep things consistent. And so if everyone writes a little bit differently, it oftentimes doesn't work. So the question is like, how can you make unscripted stuff that's still really quite good? And the answer there is always structure, format, and coverage.
The pre-production and the production part for you guys is huge, right? Because so me, I always say idea, title, thumbnail is the main thing for a video to blow up. However, for being the #1 tech channel in the world, production has to be on point, 100% clean and high quality, right? So like how long in advance do you guys plan? Like what's the whole planning process up until shooting and then uploading?
Yeah. Like anyone can make a tech video every other week. What are our unique advantages? We're allowed to have development time here. We can spend time cooking on stuff. So I'll throw videos into development, and then it'll be like we'll just spend a month like either getting products in or having people test products or finding the right person. Like nothing like super like rigorous day to day, but just like enough where we really feel comfortable with whatever we're doing. You could call that development time.